the first information we've received and surveillance cameras at 21:20 during the football game between France and Germany at the Stade de France, a first explosion took place on the Rue Rimet near Gate D of the stadium. 2 bodies were discovered. One appeared to be the body of a suicide bomber with a belt of explosives with bolts to worsen the blast. The second person deceased was a person standing by who was killed by the explosion. The second attack took place on Rue Bichat at Le Carillon Bar and Le Petit Cambodge restaurant. They were hit by gunfire by people in a vehicle of the Seat type brand. 762mm caliber bullets were found. 15 persons were killed and 10 victims with life-threatening injuries. At 22:30, a second explosion took place by Gate H of the stadium. The body of a second suicide bomber was found there, wearing a vest with explosives similar to the suicide bomber of Gate D. At Rue du Fontaine-au-Roi, a new shooting led to the death of 5 persons and the evacuation of 8 injured with life-threatening injuries. According to the first testimonies, the attackers were also in a black vehicle of the Seat brand. Approximately 100 bullet cases were found from 762 caliber guns. Later on, at the La Belle Équipe restaurant, new gunfire attacks took place, caused by individuals who arrived in a black Seat vehicle. 9 persons are still with life-threatening injuries, and about 100 cases of bullets of various calibers were found, including 762. Later on the Boulevard Voltaire, in the Comptoir Voltaire restaurant, a suicide bomber exploded an identical explosive device. A person in the establishment was seriously injured, and several others were less severely injured. At 22:40, a black Polo brand vehicle parked in front of the Bataclan concert hall on the Boulevard Voltaire. They entered into the concert hall and, in the middle of the concert, shot people in the concert hall, and the greatest number of victims were in front of the stage. They mentioned Syria and Iraq in what they said. I wish to pay tribute to the BRI. Following the attack by the BRI, 3 terrorists were killed with the explosive devices they were wearing. They activated the explosives they were wearing. 89 persons were killed there, and there are many who were injured. I cannot be more specific concerning the exact course of events. I gave you the timeline without talking about the various teams who may be involved. These were extraordinarily violent crimes, And I cannot say more considering the number of investigations which will have to take place in the days to come. Then later on, close to the Stade de France, Rue de la Coquerie, a third explosion took place and the body of a suicide attacker was also discovered. So that is the timeline of the events which took place yesterday evening in Paris and in Saint-Denis, following less than 24 hours of investigation. At this stage, one can say that there were probably 3 teams of terrorists who were coordinated